Welcome to another edition of Highliner News. I'm Michaela.
And I'm Kelsey. After teaching history for years, Mr. Starr had the chance to experience the history he loves so much.
Alyssa Hatcher travels to the story.
I was given the opportunity to apply for this teacher exchange at the request of both Mr. Larson, Mr. Johnson, and Mrs. Brandt. And so I applied, and it wasn't that much later that I was given the opportunity to say yes to going to the country of Germany and to see their schools and see how they work and what they do. Gymnasium is their top level school, and then they have what's called middle school. Middle school is the same as a high school here, but gymnasium is just basically one level above. And so they start them at grade 4 with a little bit of tracking, where they determine whether or not you have the rigors to attend the schools such as gymnasium. They're about 7 to 10 years behind us with the technology that we have. They do have to learn English, and so we did get to sit with two young ladies that were able to tell us and experience their experiences in their school, and of course they spoke in English. Clothing-wise, they don't have a dress code, but I can tell you that they don't wear vibrant colors. Grays and blacks were the common theme. They don't wear a lot of clothing that expresses their school. They don't really associate with a mascot. Favorite part was our opportunity to see Amsterdam and the canals and the way that city is. Most memorable is the people that I met. I won't forget them. And with social media now, a couple of them, we became friends on Facebook. Every single construction site we went by, the music they were playing was 80s music from America in English. And also being able to go just on the border of Poland and the Czech Republic, but still in Germany, we got to go to Birkenau to the concentration camp. And when we were there, we got to see the different areas that they held the Jews and other prisoners from the United States and Great Britain. And we were able to just walk around.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Alyssa Hatcher.
Natalie Lemnis, Megan Rosick, and Eliza Schooneman went to Orlando, Florida to compete at the National DECA Conference.
Eliza Schooneman shares their experiences.
Teacher of the Year is awarded to one teacher each school year who demonstrates an excellence in education.
This year, Mrs. Newdell was the 40th teacher to receive this award.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Mrs. Newdell was chosen as our VCPS 2018-19 Teacher of the Year. To award her colleagues teamed up to surprise her on May 6, 2019, which also happened to be her 50th birthday.
Mr. Leek just told us we were doing drills, our drill days, so we started off the fire drill and then we did our tornado drill. And then he said, now we're going to do lockdown. So we went to the gym and he told us that my class had to sit at the tables and so for the drill. And so we all went and sat at the tables and the lights were off and so we were all playing along and then he started to show a video. And so yeah, it was a complete surprise.
The award was not the only surprise that Mrs. Newdell got. Her family was also there to support her during the pep rally.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah, I had no idea they would even be here. Being my 50th birthday and doing this, they planned it out well.
Mrs. Newdell's humble response to the award is yet another reason why she deserves Teacher of the Year.
It means a lot, but to me it's an award that should not be just for one person. I mean, our 5th grade team is huge. We do everything together. We plan everything together, our ideas and everything. So it really is an award, you know, for a team or a building more than just for one person. So yeah, it's huge.
You guys consider yourselves lucky. Everybody here at Washington considers ourselves lucky for having Mrs. Newdell in the building. Give her another great big hand.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Taryn Dieterle.
Junior year is very different from senior year.
Molly Doctor and Taryn Dieterle look into the differences.
How much homework did you bring home last night?
Last night, well, my AP test is coming up, so for AP history, so I have like 3 binders and like a huge book, and I have to read the whole thing. There's math too, I just don't do it.
None.
How many hours did you spend doing homework?
Well, I had dance yesterday, so in between when I wasn't dancing, I was reading, so I'd probably say like 2 or 3.
None.
How many college classes are you taking?
AP history, dual credit pre-calc, and dual credit English.
Right now, 0.
How much free time do you have during class?
I mean, not a lot. It depends on how much you're gonna pay attention, I guess.
Most of the period.
How many times have you stayed after or came in early?
Probably like at least 10.
5 times.
How stressed are you after a day of school?
A lot. I'm so stressed all the time.
No stress.
T-ceiling makes it look easy, transforming from 6th grade to high school.
Michaela Walla brings us the story.
I took T-ceiling to some high school classes for the day so he could get a taste of what high school is really about.
I'm going to ask T to handle this one. Active versus passive voice. Can you give an example of each one?
Many juniors donated food.
Great, which one is that?
Active voice.
Way to go. Can you turn that into passive voice? How would it sound if you were to make it passive then?
What does passive mean?
Oh, what does passive mean? Okay, well, you know what? We're going to move on. What kind of language would we call that? I'm going to go with T again.
Kind of like, just like expressing like your thoughts.
That's great. There is a word. It starts with an A. There's a term to describe that kind of language. You want to take another guess?
Abstract.
Sign him up for dual credit. I will take him.
What do you think accounting is?
Like numbers and like keeping track of records and money.
What is the par value of our stock per share? 19. That's our beginning value.
80,000.
How much?
80,000.
Hydroxide ion, using volumes of our acid-base solutions to solve the problem concentration. That's what we're doing today in class.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing. 2.
It's a little under what?
It's a little under,
You gotta find these dots, and it's the bottom of it.
Oh. 0.1.
It's 0. Yeah, it's 0.1.
0.1. Alright. Keep going. No. We'll hit 14.
Okay, there you go. Got it.
Nice. Alright.
So, if you go too far, what do we need to do?
Go back.
Put a little more.
T, do you know what just happened there?
They're kind of mixing the volumes.
Okay, cool.
Good, there you go. Keep doing that. Now stop.
Still kind
Which one's acid?
this was base. Yeah, this was base because it was slippery. So I got it over here.
We combined acids and bases and made it pink.
Talking about limits, we're basically saying here, the limit as x approaches 1 of this function, we're trying to figure out what the y value is.
Isn't it like multiplying?
Yeah, it's rewriting it as multiplication. Let's say ninths. You've simplified a fraction like that before, haven't you?
Yeah.
3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into here 3 times, right? So we're basically saying we have the same number, same factor in the top and the bottom. For 1. What's 1 plus 1, T?
2.
What's the opposite of 2?
How'd my brother do it? He's in algebra.
Yeah, see if you can do that stuff.
Do you have any idea what you just did in pre-calc?
Not really. I'm not very good at regular math in 6th grade, so not exactly.
This is Michaela Walla reporting for Highliner News.
What does it take to be catcher of the softball team?
Eliza Schuneman pitches the story.
I am the catcher for the Highliner softball team. I started in 12U because all the other catchers were really bad and I got tired of all the pass balls because we'd lose. During the off season, I lift about 4 days a week, and every Wednesday I have an hour softball catching lesson at the ball yard in Fargo. And when I don't go to Fargo, I hit for about an hour in my garage and do hand drills with tennis balls in the basement. Be a leader, because everyone's looking at you because you have the best view on the field, so you got to be able to be confident in what you're saying. Favorite part about softball, the team atmosphere, because you win and lose as a team, so when you have a good atmosphere, it can be such a fun time hanging out with your teammates and being silly and being loud. Lift each other up no matter what goes on.
Reporting from Highliner News, this is Eliza Schuneman.
Thank you for joining us from Valley City High School for another edition of Highliner News. I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Michaela.